Many factories use punching machines to make the parts they need. Older punching machines consisted of a large press powered by a separate hydraulic or pneumatic system. Today's smaller punching machines contain both of these components in a single device. These punching machines are used in factories that make aluminum window and door frames. A factory worker inserts a strip of extruded aluminum in the machine and presses a foot pedal. The punch strikes the die, making the required cut. They construct the machine out of steel and aluminum, both of which arrive at the factory as solid bars. First, they saw the bars into smaller pieces so they can make the machine's various components. They place the aluminum pieces in a computer-guided milling machine. It uses a series of tools to shape the metal into a specific component. This piece is called a punch guide. Its job is to align the punch tool so that it strikes the die correctly. A worker grinds the edges of the part until they're smooth. A different milling machine cuts more resilient parts out of steel bars. It too is computer guided and follows technical specifications. This steel component is the punch tool. It strikes through a steel die manufactured the same way. Every machined part undergoes a meticulous quality control inspection. This computer-guided sensor checks each piece. Once all the parts have passed testing, workers begin assembly. The machine's base houses the air cylinder. They position the die on top of the base and screw it in place. Then they install the punch, carefully centering it over the die. A worker hooks up hoses to the air cylinder. He tests everything to make sure it's properly aligned with the die. Then he fastens it with screws. They install the floor of the machine's second level. A machine can hold up to 3 different dies on 3 separate levels. They position the second die on the guide pins. Then install the ceiling of the second level. They glue the punches to the ceiling. This level has several punches, allowing the machine to make different cuts using the same die. The cuts can be simultaneous or continuous. They install a punch selector which allows users to activate or deactivate each punch. Once installation is complete, they test the alignment of the punches. Then they mount safety covers on the machine. They prevent workers' hands from accidentally getting caught between a punch and die. Next, they make the pneumatic system that powers the machine. First, they attach air hoses to the foot pedal. The operator will step on the pedal to punch out the metal. Then they hook up the other end of the hoses to the compressed air supply line. Now, the pneumatic punching machine is ready to be used at the window and door factory. A worker inserts a strip of extruded aluminum into the first die to notch the end. Then into the second die to punch 3 holes to join the window frame parts. Finally, the third die punches 3 screw holes on the opposite side. The machine saves time because they don't have to switch dies between each cut.